IVM.
The Whole Truth knows that we need breakfast foods that don't make us feel sleepy in the afternoons. That is, we don't need that energy slump that a lot of our regular carb heavy breakfast foods provide. Meet the perfect breakfast range of muesli by The Whole Truth, where 50% of your breakfast is made up of complex carbs, so the energy release is slow and steady over the day and no spikes and crashes. This means none of that afternoon energy slump. Just visit thewholetruthfoods.com and use the coupon code HABIT on checkout to get an awesome 20% discount. Hello and welcome to the Habit Coach Podcast, the bite-sized podcast filled with quick and easy actionable habits. Remember, great habits create that awesome life. I am Ashton Doctor, your habit coach. And today's fun fact of the day has to do with jewelry. Did you know that the oldest piece of jewelry discovered was the shell beads from skull caves in Israel? They date back to at least 100,000 years ago. To put this in perspective, we are in the year 2000. So that is 98,000 years ago at least. And what is interesting about these shells is they have a certain cultural significance. This is because the snails that were used to form the jewelry are sea creatures. And the sea is a good 3.5 kilometers away from the caves, which means that the owner was either gifted this jewelry from someone in the coast or traveled to the coastal region. Discoveries like this show that human ornamentation has existed for far longer than we originally thought. Did jewelry have the same significance back then as it does now? Today, jewelry is worn for ornamentation or looking beautiful, as well as for showing one's success. It is used to show one's status and what they are worth. These are known as success artifacts. An artifact is anything that is made or given shape to by humans. And in the world we live in today, we often mix up success with success artifacts. We look at a Rolls Royce or Bentleys or Ferraris and believe that the person driving them is successful. We look at people decked head to toe in Louis Vuitton and Prada and want that for ourselves. We see grand marble staircases and diamonds dripping off people's necks and believe that they are successful. Most of these success artifacts are things that we bought with money, and hence we end up equating success with money. We feel that we are less than someone else because they have money and we don't. Accumulating these success artifacts becomes like a game. We're constantly looking for the next thing that we can buy that will show how successful we are. The Stoic philosophers, like Seneca, spoke about this as well. They said that people who achieve luxurious lifestyles are rarely satisfied. Experiencing luxury only whets their appetite for even more luxury. He asked his friend to close his eyes and imagine a life filled with gold and marble floors. He then asks, would you be happy with just these for the rest of your life? Or would you keep wanting more? Success artifacts are a trap we fall into by believing that they are the definition of success. And I know so many people who have chased these artifacts and have lost all their family's wealth in their pursuit. True success is what we individually believe success in. For some people, it is having freedom. For others, it is having a meal with their family. For others, it is saving the trees in the Amazon forest. Success is different. The point is, having success is a very personal journey. And as your habit coach, I want you to define what success means to you and not get distracted by success artifacts. Sit down by yourself, close your eyes, and picture yourself in a world where you are successful. Does it make you happy? If it does not, visualize a different world and see if you're happy in that. Are you happy in a large home with a large family? Are you happy in a tent on the slope in a mountain? What is success to you? Then choose habits that will drive you to that version of success. It is such a liberating exercise to do. I used to be the kind of person who would love shopping at the fanciest stores. A Montblanc pen and a Montblanc wallet, Ermenegildo Zegna shirts. It was to show that I was successful. But over the last 5 to 6 years, I have not stepped into a fancy shop to buy anything for myself. My t-shirts cost 250 rupees. My jeans are 5 years old. And any fancy brands I have are all things that were gifted. This is because I realized that my success parameters was not showing how much money I have. I defined my success by the positive impact and change I could create in the world, followed by the freedom to choose without the fear of judgment. Normally, we are so trapped by what people will think about us, the way they're going to judge us, that it affects the way that we think about success. So, your simple habit starts by asking yourself, is this habit going to make me successful? Or is it just going to give me a success artifact? A selfie on a beach to post on Instagram is a success artifact. Watching the sunset and being happy is success. I'll leave you with a thought from another Stoic philosopher who said, so desperate are people to show their wealth that they line their floors with marble so that they can walk all over their wealth. Think about it. The marble floors are nothing but your bank balance that you can now walk on. So start these habits and share with us your progress using the hashtag #TheHabitCoach. If you like this podcast, don't forget to check out other interesting podcasts on the IVM network. You can listen to us on the IVM Podcast app or ivmpodcast.com. You can also follow us on social media. We are at IVM Podcasts on Twitter and Instagram. If you want to reach out to me, I am Ashton Doc on Twitter and Instagram. You can find lots more information on my website, awesome180.com, or check out different content on my YouTube channel called AWESOME180. That's Awesome180. Did you know this IPL season you can stand a chance to win 100% cash back on your credit card bills? It is very simple. Pay your credit card bill on Cred during power play, and if you win, your name and photo gets projected in the stadium, which you can also catch on your TV screen. So download Cred.
I hope you enjoyed that show. If you aren't following us on social media, please do. We're IVM Podcasts on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. We'd like to thank our sponsors on the network this week, Siet Tires and thewholetruthfoods.com. So this week on Advertising is Dead, Varun was joined by Mansi Zaveri. She shares her experience of running a community for parents of young kids and teenagers and of hosting a podcast along the same lines. Gauri Devidayal was joined by Divya Thani on This Round is on Me. Divya works as a global editorial director with Condé Nast Traveler. They discuss the good, the bad, and the ugly of a travel writer's job. On Candid Kanan, Sid is in conversation with Adarsh Gaurav, who recently scored a BAFTA nomination for his role in the Netflix adaptation of The White Tiger. They talk about his role in the show, life pre and post-stardom, and so much more. On Agla Station Adulthood, Ritash and Ayushi talk about the precious time and opportunities lost to the lockdown and share their post-COVID wish list. When it comes to cricket this season, we have you covered. In English, we have Edges and Sledges, which do their show live on YouTube. They look for announcements over there. And for our Hindi listeners, we have Khel Neeti, hosted by Rajiv Mishra and ex-Indian cricketer Sabah Kareem. This show is live streamed on YouTube every day at 9:15. Definitely do check these out and hope to see you again next week.